Welcome to the fifth episode of our Pov Marriage podcast. What's the title of our episode?
Going through marriage challenges and healing together um, throughout our
4 years together.
4 years together as a couple,
Couple of.
couple of douchebags. So, in our 4 years together, what was your most memorable
Experience.
experience?
Hmm.
Uh,
For me, the most memorable one will always be the first day we started talking about our exes. The point of talking about it, led to our deeper connection and understanding with each other. So for me, it's that one. Ikaw.
for me, it was our wedding day because, of course,
Mm.
look,
Mm.
you know, it was a small ceremony, but you know, eh, not all couples could say na pinakasalan niya ako. And at the same time, ayun, parang in all my relationships kasi I was quick to jump from one boat to another. So, ayun. And hindi ako umiyak sa kasal namin. Ayun lang, for me, it's our wedding day because it started out, we were planning it around July.
July
Then
pa
got,
lang. Ilang months pa lang tayo nun magkakilala. Weeks pa lang.
hindi which ka
Oh,
dyan?
diba, May? Tapos,
Oh,
imagine, June
July.
mo ko inaya magpakasal eh.
Diba? At least, we were planning to have our wedding on July.
Mm.
Tapos,
It got moved to,
August,
and
and
then
then
September,
September, and then
naging
we
October.
finally pulled through on October 9, birthday ng ate niya. So, yeah, for me, with all our years together, 4 years together, syempre, it's our wedding day because, you know, hindi lang kita LIP.
Live-in partner. I'm your, what's, I'm your wife.
Yeah.
Ako yung legit na wifey.
Wala naman illegitimate eh.
What? Ay, shit.
How did you feel when we first got married, and what changed over time?
The first time, syempre, it's like surreal. Kasi, how old was I? I was 26. 26. I was 26 when we got married. You were 28. Diba? So, parang in my head, oh, shit. Like, I'm actually married. Like, in my, syempre, I've never naman, I told you, this is my longest relationship. I've never been with any guy this long. That's why everything that I'm doing, everything that I have in my head right now, going through this marriage, I'm like learning it as I go. It's not like those typical relationships na pag nag-away kayo, oh sige, hiwalay na tayo, and then you just get to, get to find another one and then start over. It's different kasi it's like with marriage kasi, it's like a small piece of paper involving the government, involving the law, but you spend money getting that small piece of paper to get married, and then you're gonna spend millions. I don't know how much you'd have to spend, um a lot of money again also, in validating that small piece of paper that is marriage. Hindi lang tayo magjowa, hindi lang tayo mag-live-in partner. It takes a lot, not just the tweet thumbs every day na it's always just kilig. Siyempre, it's challenging, with the adulting, with parenting, parang as we go, we're learning new experiences with the things that we know. Tapos, at the same time, we're making palaki din mga anak natin na, if you think about it, just tiny versions of us, which is challenging. But, at the end of the day, you get the chance to do it with the one person you love. And it makes everything worth it. Ikaw, nung una, love mo pa rin ba ako hanggang ngayon?
I said it. Nung una,
Mm.
when during the early stages of our marriage, it felt surreal in a sense na, like we made it, like,
Oh, we did
oh,
it.
we're married already. Like, what now? What next? And at the same time, she was already pregnant when we got married. During our wedding ceremony, she was three, two,
3 months pregnant.
3 months pregnant. So, um, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, I didn't marry her
Just because
just because she was pregnant. Like, even when she wasn't pregnant, I asked her to marry me. Just so happens na nauna lang yung pregnancy. At the same time, during the early stages of our marriage, like, we weren't how we are right now, in a sense na it's like how many months lang I've known her. So, syempre, I'm still getting to know you. Like, I have this question in my head na, is she really who she is? Ano ba?
Mm.
A lot has changed naman ever since, our early days of being married together. Of course, the obvious na we know each other more now. Like, we know our tendencies, the good and the bad. After 4 years, we're still together, not just for the kids, but for each other. Uh, yeah.
The marriage. I just had this kasi realization na I know, like, there are people who are scared of marriage, and then there are people like us who are like so quick to okay, let's get married. It's like that. And then parang walking into our marriage, syempre at first it was like happy na okay, it's like the honeymoon phase. And then habang tumatagal, our tendencies, our past, like our unresolved issues, our personalities, our like hidden personalities, even the parts of us that we don't like, start showing up, right? That's where the reality starts showing up na no, this person also has this bad side. And like it's up to you whether or not you're gonna tolerate it, or like whether or not you're gonna give up on them because it's just so hard to handle. For some people, it's just so easy to break up. Kasi syempre, hindi naman kayo kasal, di ba? Or may anak kayo, okay lang. Okay lang naman. Pero, like, once kasi na you're married, it somehow gives you this stability, this parang familiarity, or like sense of, yun nga, sense of purpose na this is something you have to make it work. Kasi it's the only marriage that you want to have. So, syempre, habang tumatagal, you learn things na, even the ugly parts, you learn that. The good and the ugly parts, you learn that about the other person. And then at the end of the day, it always comes down to that question na, are you willing to tolerate this person and love them through it? Right? And then, ayan nga, it's like what I say na at the end of the day, it still boils down to yes, this person I really want to tolerate. Like this person I'm willing to go through ups and downs to be with. Just to syempre, I only want one dick for the rest of my life. I don't want to, I don't want to have another one. I know naman din you want the same thing.
Like, no dicks.
Ayan, yan lang. Like, syempre, it ano din, for other couples, for sure, with the sense of marriage.
So,
Hmm.
you have any questions ba?
I have. What's been the biggest challenge we face in our marriage, and how do you think we overcome it?
Yeah, it's our communication styles. Challenge there is she's fire, I'm ice. You know, when it comes to communicating, especially especially when things are not going well between us. You know, she's the one that wants to quickly fix things, while I'm the one who needs the space to process my emotions, to look into the scenario. You know. And it's funny because during the earlier stages of our relationship, you know, she's the one who walks out, and I'm the one who,
Keeps following me around.
yeah. So it's funny how it changed, and then it really triggers her where whatever I'm doing right now,
I used to do it.
that's why. And also, I know, like, it's funny na how you mentioned before that how I am right now when we fight, that's how you are before when with your exes,
Mm.
especially in our earlier stages. So, yun lang. For me, that's the biggest challenge lang naman. Other than communication, like, we're solid. You.
Ako for me kasi yun din eh. Like, no, siguro, it's like, it comes with that. Siyempre, it's like, parang magkapatid yan. The communication and the attachment style. Well, it's not parang learning, but parang working through it, I guess. Kasi siyempre, how long did it take before it actually kicked in na I learned, I told you yung pinapanood ko kanina, yung nakita mo sa Facebook. Sabi ko, "Eh, I've been watching this, their contents, their podcast. Like,
Oh,
yung,
again?
the one that I said I'm learning more about how you are, about like,
I just
na,
watched
the
the
first thing kasi that I learned from that is you'd never have, like, don't take the person's, needing for space, needing for silence as an attack. Like, don't take it personal. It's not something that is parang an attack towards me, but it's like it's something that I don't have to change about you. Na it comes with what I said kanina, na how long or how far can you tolerate this person because you're married to this person. And it's that. The one thing kasi that I learned about that. Ako kasi I know an anxious attachment style. This one has an avoidant attachment style. And if you don't understand, you have to do your research about it for you to understand. But for me, I have kasi that one. And parang, I know how I am. Like, I know, siguro, like, if I was dealing with an anxious attachment, with the person with the anxious attachment style, I know how I can work through it. But again nga, they said kasi what attracts the anxious and the avoidant one is the opposite. So, parang that's why kami magkasama kasi I have anxious, he has avoidant. And for me, the biggest challenges was not like parang learning about myself more through him, na there's a lot of things that I shouldn't force or I shouldn't learn how to change about him, but it's more on the things that I should learn about myself so I know how I can handle him more. Na yun nga, na with our crisscross kasi, ako, I like to talk. It's my way of showing my love. It's my way of showing na I want to make this work is to talk. But with him kasi, he needs time to process, he needs space to get clear with his emotions, para din siguro in the heat of the moment, he doesn't say things na he doesn't mean. And it really took a while. It really took years, I don't know, of practice, of bad fights for me to understand that, na his silence doesn't mean that he doesn't love me anymore. His silence doesn't mean na he doesn't want to fix things. It's just his silence is about him. It's not something that I have to fix, and it's not something that I should be stressed about. It's just it's just he needs it. And then, like, I have to have that trust in him na he's capable of coming back after getting the silence, getting the space that he needs. Most of the time naman he really does. And then maybe I was just too blind up to this point to realize na no, he can do it. He can come back, like, without me having to jump in and fix his emotions for him. Like, he can do it. Ayan, yun lang for me. It was hard, syempre. Like, for me, that's one of the biggest challenges. And then the way to overcome, the way I know I have overcome that so far, is really taking it upon myself, within myself, to accept na it's not about me. You know,
It's about
you're
who?
it's about you. Ayun lang. For me, that's it. So I like that question. I just wanted to say that.
What's one thing that you wish you could have done differently. You know.
In our relationship, in our marriage.
Yeah, early in our relationship. You know.
Oh, I did something that I wish I could have done differently. Is that it?
Yes.
Hmm. For me, siguro, huh, for me, the delaying it, the hard conversations from the get-go. Kasi nga, di ba, like you said kanina, our early dating stage, our early marriage days, it's me kasi who's always been so like I don't want to talk. I'm just gonna walk out. Something like that. And then he's the one who would always like follow me around. That like let's talk. Like don't just keep quiet. And then that one like in at some point kasi 'di ba nga you were asking me about that exes before you were opening up and then I shut it down. Thinking about it now, there's a part of me, only a part of me na dapat pala hindi ko na lang dinelay na maybe our reconnection could have happened like way back pa. But also a part of me thinks na maybe at that time we just weren't ready to have that conversation yet. Ikaw, feeling mo ba if we talked about that before, like from the get-go, do you think we'd have reconnected the way we did?
When we talked about our exes,
Mm.
it painted the picture where for me where I knew how to love you better, what not to,
Like that to
syempre,
do. Mm.
what not to do, diba? Like what you wanted lang
Mm.
from from the way from your stories. Yeah. We were open naman then, but not about the re- past relationships.
Oh,
Maybe,
just the surface, no?
yeah, maybe.
Ako, I have a question. It's from my heart.
What?
What do you think? What do you think, like, from the day we met until now, in our 4 years of being magjowa? Today kasi, tomorrow, May 28th, is our anniversary as magjowa. Yun. My question is, what do you think is our power move, I guess, or strength that we have na, that makes it solid siguro in your head, in your heart na, okay, this marriage is solid. What's that? What is it? That my question is like that kasi I know naman we've had our rough days, we've had our rocky days where syempre questioning it, it's hindi siya mawawala na with question it. Not tang na ano, like is this really gonna work, right? That question is like when you ask yourself, it's always a yes na no. This marriage is solid.
That's living for you. Uh,
Ay, kasi I'm your world.
oh.
Ganun ba? Kaya lahat na ganun din. May ganun kasi, di ba? Bakit mo ba ako lagi naaway? Kasi willing akong ano yun, yung buong mundo. Eh, bakit ako sa'yo? Kasi ikaw yung mundo ko. Di ba?
That's our power move, like serving each other, loving each other, seeing or making sure that the needs of the other
It's
is
met.
met. You know. It's just a simple yet simple yet powerful move that I could say is our thing.
Hmm.
Uh, imagine like right now I'm unemployed, and it's not because like I wanted to have a break or anything. It's because it's what you needed. It's what our family needed. It's hard. It's hard for me as a provider, but you know, again, you and the family comes first. So yeah, it's a simple yet powerful move, wherein I'm choosing to to serve and love you. You, the question ba?
Just to add that. For me kasi, di ba, yung nung isang araw na nagbati tayo, it's my first time ever kasi realizing it na all this time I have this wrong impression of you na Like, the only reason kasi why I don't want to make you suyo here, parang, bakit ako yung susuyo? Parang ganun. That's my, ano kasi, bakit ako yung susuyo? Eh, ikaw naman yung umalis. It's like that, di ba? And then, coming in here, seeing your, like, whole energy shift when you saw me here, I'm like, wow. Like, I delayed this because of what I was thinking. Like, I have nga, I know kasi that's my toxic quality. It's, it, it, it's rooting from the way I was raised, the way I grew up in. Na, you always have this impression of people, and it's not always the correct impression. And like, admitting that, na you're not always right about things, it takes a lot. But ngayon, it's what I, just to add to what he said, na our quality, our power quality that makes it solid is that, um the way right now, from that event when I saw you, like, it's just to him is to serve me. For me, it's just in my head. I wake up in the morning thinking, no, I have to make sure this guy feels safe. I have to make sure na it doesn't matter what mood I'm in, it doesn't matter what mental state I'm in. I have to make sure I provide him the safety that he needs. Kasi it's not always na yung mga lalaki yung dapat na,
Magsuyo.
oh, it's not that eh. Wala namang mawawala. Kasi that's then what my dad said. Na, ano namang mawawala? Eh, asawa mo naman yun. It's like, it's different kasi for magjowa lang and mag-asawa. Again, that's the difference of being like legally, it's the difference of being married and being just magjowa. Na, syempre, ako nga, iniisip ko kasi na bakit ako yung susuyo? And then, my dad would say na, mag-asawa naman kayo. Like, at the end of the day, no one else can solve your marital problems but just the two of you. Syempre, ikaw yung nakakakilala sa kanya, and then siya din yung nakakakilala sa'yo. And then, in my head, that's what I realized. Na parang, shit, all this time, like, I had the wrong impression of him. Na I thought kasi he's like, because of what I don't like about him, na him being this cold, distant person when we're fighting. Akala ko he's like that. Na in reality pala, all he wants is just to be baby. Like, sabi ko nga sa kanya, shit, it took me all this time to realize na ganito ka pala, just ganito ka lang pala kapabebe. And again, like what my dad said, wala namang mawawala. And then, ayun, after that, pagpunta ko sa kanya na, shit, dapat pala sinuyo ko na siya noon pa. And then, siguro, nagkabati sana kami kaagad. Sana hindi na prolong yung problem na I was just so in my fight or flight mode na hindi ko yan naisip for my marriage. Na that's like the grand but simple gesture to do is just to make him suyo. Yeah, at the end of the day, he's my husband naman. Ayan. Yun lang. That one. It's the same thing as your answer. It's just to add to it. Solidify it as you may.
Also, I just wanna, add to one question kanina. Like, what's one thing I wish I've done differently during the early stages? It's just, threatening to leave. In those times, I just wanted control. In our quarrels, in our fights, I threatened to leave. But in all honesty, I'm not naman going anywhere. You know.
Si Empake. Tapos ako din yung mag-aanta.
Oh,
Ako din yung mag-aayos.
at least, diba, nakukuha ko yung gusto ko.
Bara-bara. Tapos ganun din. Ako din magbabalik.
Ako, nakukuha ko yung gusto ko na susuyuin ako. Hindi, huwag ka na umalis. Yun lang naman gusto ko eh.
Yun lang pala. Yun lang pala. Siyempre, again nga, it took me a while. Kasi iniisip ko, hindi siya ganon. Diba? I've been convincing myself na hindi siya ganon. Hindi siya ganon ka pa, bebe. But in reality pala, again, it took me a while. It took me years to realize na tangina, I really just married this guy who's a lot more pabebe than me. And it shows because our two boys are just like him. And it's funny to see it. Because it's just like, It's like dealing with smaller version of him. I have to deal with it for the rest of my life. Yeah. I love you. I love you naman for it. I love them for it also. Diba? Bigyan kita ng Bianca.
No,
You'll have your own girl version to Mitsuyo.
I don't mind.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
Last question before we, I'd like to to hear your side. Like, how do you think we've grown as individuals, and how has that impacted our marriage?
As individuals.
Yeah,
Individual.
see,
Shit.
it's hard though.
Individuals. For me, like I told you, diba? I had this talk with you before we fought about your provider mindset.
Hmm.
Not kasi every guy has that, you know. And him kasi from the very beginning, I've seen it in him na he has this super great provider mindset. And nung nag-meet kami, nung nagkakilala kaming dalawa, at some point, he slacked because he just wanted to hang out with me. It's like what they said kasi, with every guy that has a provider mindset, they don't need much, you know. They just need to feel loved. And at the same time, you know what they need the most? Is to have a
What?
break from providing. Not in a bad way, but like in a way na parang ako naman, like I provide everything, but who will provide this and that for me? It's like that. And I feel like for me, how it evolved, especially you being unemployed for how long na, 'di ba? And we only just come up with this decision na go back to applying again because it's what our family naman needs now after reconnecting, after spending all the time with each other. Then for me, the way I see it is him accepting that fact na putting that parang what's that yung how you apply sa work, you said you wear different hats. It's just like accepting and putting that hat down na okay. Now's the time for me to be a dad and a husband first before just providing financially. Kasi I know there's a lot of couples out there who are still in that cycle na the guy has to be the one to be providing, and then the lady, the woman has to be like the homemaker, like keeps the home ano working, keep the home afloat. But like ayun, for me, just seeing him accept that like in a good way, not always in a good way, because I see him also struggling. I see him also get frustrated, get stressed out with wanting to provide, but at the same time, knowing it in himself na no, like this time I have to provide the safety for my family first before the financial safety. And then parang growing out of that na after how many months did we reconnect, especially now we're pregnant again with our fourth. Syempre parang accepting that, but in a better mental state na it's not so bad taking this leap of what's that leap of faith again to look for jobs to make to feed that provider mindset once again, seeing him grow and seeing him try to communicate the best way he can. I know it's my wrong lang, it's my mistake na to want to ask for more pa kahit na he's already doing what he's capable of at the moment. Seeing him grow in that way of just trying every day. Yun, for me that one. It's such a nice thing to see, to see you grow as a person like that. And being a husband, being a dad, just follow. Kasi I know you're doing something that you love here, growing the greenhouse, growing plants, not making the best profit out of it, but I know it's what he's always wanted to do. With all the stories that he's been telling me, I know he's doing what he loves and he's doing it for us. Seeing you grow as a person like that. That's what's the follow up question after that? What's the as an individual?
How has it impacted our marriage?
Look, now we feel kahit na we'd say kasi na our reconnection was over, na our connection like lasted only for that long. But to be honest, our reconnection naman didn't end. It just didn't feel as much of a honeymoon phase as it did like the first months. It's because right now we already know how to navigate towards each other. I feel like that's how that impacted. Like you see, in my perspective, seeing you grow as a person like that. No, no, kahit na nag-aaway tayo, it's just parang okay, nag-aaway tayo. So what? It's in the past. Let's just move forward, right? It's easier. Unlike before na parang it's hard. It's so hard to forgive. It's so hard to forget. No, not forget, but like it's so hard to forgive. It's so hard to move forward from our fights. But like right now, it's just me just to give you the space, give you the time you need, and then eventually you come back. That and then it makes for me in my perspective, it makes our marriage, our relationship solid. Ayun, okay. Ikaw lang.
Growing as an individual in this past 4 years, you know, I could say what changed was just taking things slow for me. Like, in a sense, I don't um, like what you said a while ago, the provider mindset. Me rushing to have funds, money to especially for the upcoming baby. You know, Siyempre, what happens when I rush things is that I become this anxious person wherein um my my temp I get short tempered,
Mm.
and the kids um nadadamay yung mga bata. So and at the same time, not just the kids but also to her na na I'd shut down quickly. I become quiet again. So yun, for me, just taking things slow, like what I said, in the earlier episodes. My motto is slow is pro. Uh, parang things will fall into place. Maybe maybe me not having work right now is just for me to focus on you and the kids first, diba? Me not having work right now is just focusing on myself also, in the sense na we're gonna have our fourth baby. Like, I'm sure the universe is telling me na something has to change. That's why things are not happening the way it should be going. And yun, how it's impacting our marriage right now is like so far, mm, wala pa. Kasi every time we fight, siya yung nagmamadali. Wait lang, give us time muna, space. Hi. The roosters? You wanna check the roosters? Alright,
I'll
go to
check it after.
this there. Careful, ha? Apart from uh
This inside? Ask
don't
him.
don't go in.
Hindi check kay daddy kasi dad's inside.
It impacted our marriage in the sense na this woman sees na I've been having this higher threshold for the kids. Siyempre, turn on siya. Imbes na magalit ako kagad o sisigaw ako, nakikita niya na, uy, kaya niya yung mga bata. So, siguro
I come here.
that's how it's impacting our marriage right now. Not the fights, not directly the marriage, but through the kids, it's impacting the marriage. Yun lang. What's the last one?
Silent ako na eh. Lapit lang eh. Kawawa naman si Gaya. Nakatingin doon eh. Go ka muna anak doon. Serve nila. Malapit na kami ni Papa matapos. Go! Bye-bye. Go to mom in this room first.
Yeah, the last question is, what's something you're looking forward to experiencing together in the future?
The experiencing.
Yeah.
For me, kasi for me, the experiences follow. But what something I'm looking forward to is hmm, more growth, I would say, in our me and you as an individual, me and you as parents, me and you as a couple, in a sense na like right now, 'di ba? You're looking for a job again, and then this our greenhouse we're planning to expand. I feel like for me, if the Tala doesn't like push through as much as it used to, maybe we can focus more on this. And then if you get, 'di ba, sabi ko sa'yo, like it's gonna be harder na if you land a new job, what about the greenhouse, right? And then, syempre, having this fourth baby, it's gonna be more challenging. But I know since right now we have more foundation na with each other and with our marriage, I feel like we're more capable of handling the upcoming things, in the future towards growth, towards stability in a lot of aspects. Na siguro we'll see in the future how well or how better we're gonna manage our finances na, you know, na paano natin mapapalaki yung greenhouse. Iniisip ko kasi na, well, like, what about the greenhouse? And looking back, thinking about it na, I'm here naman. Hindi naman, like I told you I can be your secretary with looking for a job or like when you land a job, I can just be your secretary. Now, you don't have to be alone in providing. I don't have to be alone homemaking, diba? The experiencing life together as a team. More of as a team now, not just like the newlyweds navigating through life and marriage together while parenting. Syempre, now, mas kaya na natin to work towards each other, around each other and in our family. That one, syempre, when we have more money na, maybe we'd get to travel with like our whole barangay, how many kids we have, 'di ba? Maybe moving out, moving to our new house, moving to our own place, and then like just seeing life unfold in front of us and with our kids. That one for me, I really want to see that through. Yeah. Yeah, for me, that one, more growth, more you.
For me, I'd like to experience more safety in the sense na respecting each other's
Boundaries more.
love language, boundaries, uh, attachment styles, you know, security, more security in a sense na syempre financial security, emotional security. The financial security is given, but emotional security in a sense na I don't want you to run to other guys, when things get hard. No, yun lang. And um, what else pa? There was three S's: safety, security,
Sex. Hindi ba? Stability?
Mm. Pwede siguro,
Somersault.
but stability can be connected to security
Hmm.
na yun eh. I'd like to also experience those things like traveling together, moving out to our own space. Uh, I'm looking forward to those. But shit, I really want to find the last S.
For me, it's sex. Sex, security, and safety. Oh, di ba?
Safe, safe, safety, security. Anyway, maybe nga it's the sex.
We get a lot of that naman.
But yeah, I hope it doesn't, I hope it doesn't fade or lessen.
Hindi.
uh, just to, ano, no, see. Wait, sorry, I'm still caught up. Eh.
Pero meron tayong cover sa sa episode. Di ba ganyan? Smell mo na para meron tayong pang
Oo nga,
ganun,
no,
di
oo
ba?
nga.
Yan, tapos picture tayo bukas, anniversary natin. Photo siya tayo bukas.
Mm.
Kakashave ko lang sa'yo eh.
Come here! Nakasilip lang siya.
Ay, hinahanap siya. Ay, si Toto. Hindi, picture tayo para ano. Meron tayong pang thumbnail.
Tama.
Ano?
Wait lang.
Sex. What security? Safety. Serve.
No.
Service.
Anyway, siguro nga it's a sex. Uh,
Meron ako ano. I have a closing remark.
mm.
Na ako for like you can use this against me and or no not against me but like you can use this as a oh pabilis. You can use this as a safety net for example when we fight again in the future. Oh, I thought you said this. You can say that. Like I'd love for you to say that.
Hey, you might get hurt, anak, ha? It's glass. Baka mabasag.
Not pala say it that way, but like I'd love.
I told you that's dirty.
Ew.
Go
Go
to mom.
around. Go. Because it's malamok na here. We're gonna go in with the iPad. You guys can watch on the iPad after.
Go, go, go.
Go fast! It's gonna have thunder soon. Lakas ni Luna, no? For me, you can like remind me about this of what I said. I told you I've learned kasi a lot of things with the space that we had. Imagine the one day of we weren't talking. I learned a lot of things, you know. I heard so many things also na changed my perspective into looking at you. You know, like from here on out, I want to make sure na I won't take your silence as an attack anymore. Na I just have to trust na your silence doesn't mean you don't love me anymore. Your silence doesn't mean, 'di ba? I would always ask for assurance. Are we still gonna be okay? Na 'di ba? I would always say na the only reason why I don't give you the space you need is because I have this feeling inside of me na are we still gonna be okay or like when are you coming back or are you even gonna come back? Because from our last previous fight, I've learned that na you're not how I painted you to be. Na this guy na who would judge me na, oh, ikaw rin naman pala yung susuyo. It's not that. Na all this time pala, you just wanted to see, then you just wanted to feel na kahit na nag-aaway tayo na no matter how hard it was, na I'm still your wife and I'm still gonna come back. And I'm still gonna come and get you. Parang ganun. No, yeah, for me, like moving forward, I'm not gonna take your silence as an attack anymore. It's not something for me to fix. It's not something for me to carry your emotional weight on my shoulders. But I just have to have that trust lang na we're gonna be okay after. Na it's just he just needs this time to process, and I don't always have to make it about me to rush things, because when the time is right and when you're ready, you'll come back and you will fix it. For me. And just to also, like, I told you naman last night, I'm still learning on how I can talk to you, not properly. Properly is such a vague way kasi to describe it. But like to talk to you in a way na you'll feel respected first. Where it's not emasculating and also at the same time. Just respecting your manhood. That one. I love you. I'll work on it.
Siguro yung siguro yung last S na I know it's not it. Just to lighten up the mood also, I said safety, security, and maybe the last S is suyo.
Yeah.
I'd like to experience more suyo.
Yes.
Uh,
Ako din naman.